attention when we go inside. Please don't touch nothing, all right? All right, we got more people who just showed up. Y'all got your tickets? Everybody got tickets? You got your stickers. Now, you do have a museum with that. That's your history museum. The jail's a different thing, okay? 360 pounds. This is Lucky Scattergun. You know why they call it a scattergun, don't you? Riding down one of these things on your shoulders, everybody scatters. Get it? Yeah, don't worry. Jokes get worse. Fall man. Bird cage. Anybody here want to take a wild guess why? Looks like a bird cage, don't it? Yeah, what kind of birds don't fly? Jailbird. Jailbird. I knew it was going to be you. Come on down, Shad. Alright, so when she gets in trouble, which I assume is often now. Come along, then, mate. Come along. Oh, you don't want to touch that stuff. Yes, you, young lady. You don't want to touch that stuff. Do you know what it is? It's called Spanish moss. Do you know what lives in it? Bugs. Yeah, these little tiny red mites. Yeah, you got beautiful Victorian trim, glass in the windows, fancy curtains. Not bad, right? Unfortunately, though, this isn't going to be the side we're staying on. This is Sheriff Perry's office. We're staying on this side. One in particular by the name of Charlie Powell. Now, you see, Charlie, well, in my opinion, that is, he wasn't necessarily what I call a bad man, even though he was a killer. See, Charlie had a very pretty wife, and the man was going around town spitting lies about his wife. He didn't like that one bit. So we stopped the man out going to fend her on the way I feel every honorable man should. When he did, though, he went too far and killed the guy. Here in Florida, you kill a man, Florida kill you right back in return. On Dave's execution, he was in that cell right there. That's called death row. People had come from all over, paid money because they wanted to see that killer swing. Keep in mind though, this is also the hottest room in the entire jail too. Oh yeah, cast iron stoves never turn off. They're all year long. Back gets so hot in here, it moves about 2 days there. So some of this is the room for that. That's the wife. Yeah, that's his mother. So you can tell they're definitely making a big child. Yeah. The sheriff is actually the second to the left. He's sitting. Yeah, he's sitting down in that picture, but he's 6'1" already. 14 years old. 14 years old. He's already taller than every man in town. And of course, when he grew up, he became the sheriff, which at that point in history, that was the most powerful position to have in the town. And guess who his best friend just happened to be? Henry Flagler, the second richest man, like 10 or 11 deputies. And they didn't need many because, the chain gang guys were outside working every day. So they're all malnourished and tired. So when they came home to go to sleep, they would just come here to sleep for, 5-6 hours and then back to work the next day. People that don't have a place to live anymore, food, shelter, clothing, access to clean water. We didn't even have a purpose anymore at that point in history, so we were just kind of there. So the government was like, well, the war's over, that's a plus, but we just lost a massive workforce. How can we get everyone back? I know, convict leasing program. So now the sheriffs and deputies are incentivized to go out and pick on all of us poor people. They arrest us to get us an outrageous bond. So, believe it or not, we put every bit of 8, 10, 13 people in each one of those little tiny cells. Makes it very comfortable sleeping at night, but also made it incredibly unsanitary because everyone was sharing one poop bucket. Ew. Yeah, sanitation was such a bad problem in this jail that the average sentence that you were given back in those days was a 3 to 5 year sentence. Your average life expectancy, on the other hand, 1 year. Most people wouldn't make it past a year in this jail. So by giving you a 3 to 5 year sentence, they're basically just giving you a death sentence. You just don't know it yet. Now, in 1914, a plumbing system was added to try and help with the sanitation issue. All the way in the back of the right-hand corner, they converted the last cell to a bathroom. They actually added 2 toilets and a shower to both of the floors. Now, that did help for a little bit. Fix it? No. So when that breaks down, a bucket. This place will right back to bucket. We're on our way back to. Oh, yeah. Thank you. One for puppy, too. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Give me some such beans back today. You're welcome. Absolutely, absolutely. You go, boss. Put that around your leg here. Because the sun is so that you can't fall asleep. You don't wake. Comic used to go around 1888, right? Okay. Henry Flagler comes to town in 1888. So 1877 is when they passed the bill to legalize using kidneys, right? Henry Flagler comes much more sense. Absolutely. That's why when you look at the pictures, you look at the images. And they were very that's who they were from the most. Very sad. Did Flagler put the murder very minor? So they started import export something? Yeah, they import everything. Confiscated. This is a real picture of the railroad. From Key West to Jacksonville. That's on the club. See everyone there with that. Yeah. See, look, convict leasing program, 1877 to 1923. He took $10,000 so yeah, he built the city. Right, but the company that built this jail, after this one was built and no one was needed, they got financed to build Alcatraz after. This is pre-Alcatraz. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It still looks like no one could escape.
No, yeah. I mean, even like the front of the door, the front, go move it. Like, that's a waste of time. Oh yeah, this is they literally built it halfway.
Ladies first deck. When we step through that door, you're going to see 2 cells to your left. One cell's bright, the other one's not so bright. I think you all know how I do
Yeah, I'll take it because I'm kind of, you know.
And the other stuff.
It's time to play. Yes, I will play. I'll wait for a lonely while. Yeah. See how it goes. That's how it goes. Whenever it snows.
The island of Ocracoke lies just off the coast of North Carolina. It was the favorite anchorage of Edward Teach, better known as Blackbeard, in the height of his reign of terror in 1718. The remains of his flagship, Queen Anne's Revenge, which I happen to in the world. Two left these priceless artifacts behind when he tried to raid the great noble of India's flagship in the Red Sea in 1695. But he wasn't as lucky as his other conquerors. This time,
Vamos.
Well, shiver me timbers and blow me down. Look what the cat dragged in. Don't stand about. If you want an eyeful of old Blackbeard, move up and... But me mainstay these past years has been the high seas. I got me start as a privateer in Queen Anne's War, ambushing French and Spanish frigates. Soon afterwards, I was awarded a ship of me own and did what I do best. Ransacked me way from the West Indies to the coast of New England and back again. My reputation as a bloodthirsty raider grew, and soon I was a warrior airtime. Blackbeard, the king of the pirates. When I warred in a ship, I was a sight to see. Long was
That was good.
I gotta give you some stuff to say. I don't have that much space left in my bag. Let me go left.
Ya estamos.
$5 все, скинули. Номера? А, ты взял? 3, 2, 1, давай.
These are also going to be that gold plating. And all of these things is very heavy. The rotunda is very heavy. It's all wood. There's a lot of
Thank you. Bye.